As 2022 starts to draw to a close, it's time for me to start thinking about what our next long-term vehicle is going to be. We just sold the Rivian, the Lightning, and the EV6 are probably going to be sold before the end of the calendar year, so now it's time to figure out what we're going to test next. And this is where I want feedback from all of you. What would you like to see us try? With the economy perhaps not going exactly the way we would all want it to go in 2023, I figure I want to get something that's probably under $45,000, high fuel economy, likely with all-wheel drive. And that really has narrowed down the number of options that I have to choose from. Basically, on the list so far are something like a Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid. That does seem to be pretty good value. I would really like to keep it a plug-in hybrid or a hybrid, so keep that in mind. The Escape plug-in hybrid could fit the bill. We also have the Sportage hybrid, the Tucson hybrid, and the Niro hybrid and plug-in hybrid lineup. Perhaps the Santa Fe, something along those lines, although I had decided initially that I didn't want to get another Hyundai or Kia product since it seems like we have had quite a lot of them. But when I start expanding my view a little bit beyond those on the horizon, I'm not coming up with a lot of good options. So again, I'd love to hear from you down there in the comment section below, and then we're going to have a poll. So I had considered the CR-V hybrid, but the fuel economy is a tiny bit disappointing. We've already done a RAV4 hybrid, so that's kind of out. The RAV4 Prime is really, really difficult to get, and it seems like lots of people are still paying fantastic markups, so I really have to take that off the shopping list as well. The Equinox EV is not going to be available in time. I really want one of those, but that might stay until next year. That's definitely on the list, however, so be sure and stay tuned for more information on that. We've had a lot of full EVs, so I'm not sure if I want to do something like a Chevy Bolt, and at the moment General Motors doesn't have anything that really focuses on high fuel economy or that plug-in hybrid experience that we do find in some of the other brands. And personally, I think that plug-in hybrids are an excellent thing because you can shift some of your consumption over if you're worried about reducing your regular operating costs. A lot of them will qualify for federal tax credits, although not the Korean options anymore. Really, it's just the Stellantis portfolio of plug-in hybrids that qualify. And speaking of them, they're all too expensive, so they're out. So again, I'd love to hear from all of you. What would you like to see us test for 4 to 6 months, starting right around December or January of 2022, 2023? Let me know down there in the comment section below. And how do you feel about the Sportage, the Santa Fe, the Tucson, and the Niro in plug-in hybrid format? Also, the Ford Escape. Now, thing about the Ford Escape plug-in hybrid and of course the Niro plug-in hybrid is that they're not all-wheel drive, and we do find all-wheel drive on those other options. Or is there something that I've forgotten about? Or would you be interested in that Mitsubishi Outlander? I know I'm really intrigued to drive it. I will be doing it soon. Fuel economy is likely not going to be its forte since it is a refreshed version of the previous generation Outlander plug-in, but it is really affordable, and it technically has 3 rows of seats. The one in the back is pretty darn small. Now, perhaps also on the list maybe is a Sorento plug-in hybrid, although that price tag is just a little bit above my budget. Now, I am also curious about something like a Chevy Trailblazer because that is one of my absolute favorites in the subcompact crossover segment. It is an absolutely excellent vehicle if you're looking for something that's practical, roomy, etc. But it's not going to get the fuel economy that I really want in this particular test. So let me know what you think about all that down there in the comment section below. What options do you think I should be considering or I haven't considered? We're going to coalesce maybe the top 5 or 10 options, do an online poll. You can find me over at facebook.com as well because that might be where the poll is located, or at least some of the early links to it. And then we'll have another wrap-up video at the end of the year and tell you what we're going to do. Talk to you later.